Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine,
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the...
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting...
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to...
Nope, you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates that...
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We
have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience. And their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in area...
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the...
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will...
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the myth... better than keep...
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow. The crossbow. Sometimes you've got to make a silent takedown. Good thinking. With these tranquilizer darts, you'll have another non-lethal way to take down an enemy in addition to the prod. I get the idea. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper. If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal... happened an hour ago. The barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
About time you showed up.
Iron and copper. The statue is copper on an iron frame, right?
Password's enough, pal. Don't think you know something about the lady I don't. My dad did tours out here.
I heard that you can get me inside.
Depends. You get your man out, take back the statue, whatever. But I know the commander and I don't want to see him get hurt. Here's a picture so you don't make a mistake.
You can trust me.
I'll take your word. Here's the key to the front entrance. The commander's not much of a soldier. He'll surrender as soon as he sees you. I need him alive because he's my main contact at the NSF. If he's dead, I don't have much of a business.
Thanks. You with Philbin?
I get a cut for bringing him over.
Tell me what you know about the NSF operation.
I'm not that high level. The more elite troops, they're the ones that took over the ship and unloaded it into speedboats. I think we're supposed to be a diversion.
A ship?
That's all I know. The commander gave me a 10mm clip, a box of 30-06 ammo, and some crossbow darts and said, keep your head down. Like I'm gonna take on your NATCO troops. Want 'em? You can have the clip for 175, the 30-06 for 300, and the darts for 50. But if I was you, I'd avoid a head-on attack altogether and not even use the key Philbin got. I'd go in the statue from the back. Less security that way.
No thanks. Who's there?
This power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck. Good thinking. You might be able to avoid some of the security by entering them.
Did they find the shipment?
Yeah, we got the whole supply. You can see the ship's...
Guess y'all were right. So why I would...
Mike's on the horn. Jojo wants a lead on the distribution.
Yeah, we don't have enough men to protect what we...
That's what Jojo wants.
I wonder, how does a guy with a tattooed forehead get to be an NSF colonel? Pardon me, but back in Alabama, we wouldn't let a man who wears earrings...
I'd watch what I say about Jojo. He's got a temper.
He's a punk, and he's gonna get us all...
The NSF is strong because it represents every...
Yeah.
I swear I heard something. That's him.
Found us.
He's a cop.
God!
This security setup is strictly amateur stuff. Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it. These old pre-millennial buildings are riddled with
Quiet.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents.
Glad you're not hurt, Agent.
Command should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time.
Agent Navarra and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me...
First thing is to get you out of here. I'll handle the enemy.
Excuse that I have forgotten your brother Paul Denton and the infinite power.
I just can't spare any arms. Please retreat to a safe location.
Go ahead. Advance up the stairs to the command center at the top. I will...
Gunther has re-established contact. He says you helped him escape. Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post.
Let's get out of here.
I'm standing my ground.
Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the ship.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's Ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island.
They sent us in to pick up the pieces. We've already searched the bodies and delivered them. Don't worry about the bodies. We'll handle the cleanup.
Heard you clean the place out. They crossed the line by going into the statue.
That's exactly right. We're already gearing up to hunt these sons of bitches door to door in Manhattan. Need some hardware? Scored an extra scope from a couple of thugs who dropped down by the dock. They have it for 700 credits. Also picked up 10mm ammo and some crossbow guns. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Carter? You don't care. NSF goods are the spoils of war. Hey, we're risking our lives out here.
Here's 60 for the tranquilizer darts.
So much for that minimum force approach.
We've got the island secured. How did things look in the statue? The leader surrendered. So they were after Ambrosia. A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city. I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution. Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries. It's good to finally see some action. Yeah, well, pace yourself. You killed a lot of people tonight. I'll handle things out here. You better get to Manderley's office on level 2 and report for duty.
Way to go, sir. I thought Gunther was a goner.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed.
Good work out there, Mr. Denton. Mr. Manderley said you handled yourself nicely. Welcome to UNATCO HQ.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD. You're going to make a mess.
Reporting for duty, sir.
The man himself. Splendid. Do you accept my apologies about the situation topside?
A refreshing change from the academy, sir.
Don't despise training, my boy. Even you would be worthless without the shaping touch of drills and studies.
So the NSF took a shipment of the Ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it.
I'm sure you could. Yes, indeed. But we're having your brother head up the recovery team. You'll work with Agent Anna Navarra. Why don't we meet when you've seen Jaime for a medical checkup and received your equipment from Sam Carter? You'll be briefed at...
Yes, sir.
The Med Center and Armory are on level 3.
How unprofessional. Expecting a show.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you...
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far,
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away.
No problem. Listen, JC. About your augmentations. You know...
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from...
Great. Have anything?
Not yet. But remember, if you find one of these canisters that you need to...
I'll do that.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices.
It's about time they implemented some of it.
Have you met your partner yet, Anna Navarra? I think she and...
Haven't run into her.
A real piece of work. Maybe you should compare notes before the operation. You know...
You're getting warm. You're red hot. Looks like you
Like leading a mouse to cheese.
This thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off.
I guess I'll get used to it.
I'm Alex Jacobson, communications.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
Okay, enough goofing around.
That was a close one.
At ease, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you've had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What else do you think you'll need?
A smart lockpick is always handy.
That's right. Infiltrate and evade. Engage only on your own terms. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Kaplan, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armory.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief?
Yes, sir. And a damn good one.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like
So you think the staff has some kind of...
Yes, they do that on purpose.
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses.
My vision is augmented.
Better to look good than to have the distractions of another...
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Also, excuse me, I've got to be briefed by Mr.
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we were.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
For instance, not to be a man running into enemy lines without...
No problem.
You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? Yes, I see.
That will be JC.
What's that? Power station. The NSF have Ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the...
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that...
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power...
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. We lose the vaccine, I'm sending your butt to the mayor to explain why.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Anna Navarra, to...
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for the great job you did in the statue, plus 250 for rescuing Agent Herman.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, Denton, stay out of the ladies' restroom. That kind of activity...
Hell of a first day.
Good luck out there. Man. Way to go, sir. Pilot's ready.
Let's head out.
Alright, let's go. The terrorists are in a fighting retreat. A few have barricaded themselves inside Castle Clinton.
Lead the way.
Our orders are to locate a barrel of ambrosia they are hiding inside. I will give you a schematic of the barrel, but first we will exterminate the NSF terrorists.
Exterminate?
A precious opportunity we cannot neglect.
What about the rest of the shipment?
That is your brother's assignment. You will take the subway to meet him in Hill's Kitchen. But first, we should deal with Castle Clinton.
Are we going in the front, or is there another way?
A secondary entrance would be useful, but I am aware of no such thing.
Starving. Do you have anything to eat?
How about some soy food?
Don't matter. I just need something in my stomach so I can fall asleep.
Here you go. Do you have a place to stay?
I sleep out on the dock where they unload the speedboats.
Speedboats? Is that how the NSF get their supplies?
I don't know. They're always coming in and out of the tunnel behind the soda machine.
Interesting.
I spy on them from the crates. The code is 9183.
Clever boy.
Thanks for the snack, mister.
It's the least I could do.
Looks like these tunnels head toward Castle Clinton. I can't find them.
I saw someone. A guy in a coat. All clear.
Objective complete. Agent Navarre will describe your next assignment and stay behind to protect the ambrosia. Look for her out front.
that bastard!
You're inside the kiosk of Castle Clinton. The bulk of the NSF troops must have gone through here to get...
You a cop?
UNATCO agent. How does a little boy get mixed up with the...
I just wanted to find some food, but they didn't have any. And then they started shooting at the
You can have this soy food.
You're cool.
Glad I could help.
Hey, I bet I can help.
Yeah?
The soldiers have secret tunnels. They take boxes into the tunnel under the fort.
What kind of boxes?
Steel. Big one.
Thanks. Maybe I'll check.
Thanks, mister.
You are not afraid to kill. I am pleased. The last thing I would expect from the brother of Paul.
I'm learning as I go.
You just passed Lesson 1. Lesson 2 is how we deal with the terrorists in the subway station.
I'm ready.
The terrorists have wired the platform with explosives and put in hostages. Get the hostages out if you can, but make sure the NSF learn that human shields will not work against UNATCO.
Nothing we can't handle with a few EMP grenades.
We are thinking the same thought. I will equip you with 2 grenades. They will disable any electronic detonators within a radius...
I thought I was going to starve to death.
The NSF terrorists in the subway have threatened to blow up the platform.
Sir.
Who are you?
I'm a UNATCO agent. As soon as I open the train doors, I need you both to be ready to run on board.
Okay.
Good work. The hostages will be all right. Now take the train to Hell's Kitchen and report to your brother.
You saved my life!
I'll be okay, thanks.
They were gonna blow the whole place up!
What's the situation here? You're taking over.
Everything.
I've got to get my team ready to... What about the EMP field? Still in place. Your primary objective will be to locate and disable... I'll question some of the... I ordered the civilians to take cover a block south of here in the Free Clinic and at the Underworld Tavern. Maybe I'll start with the tavern. What? There's still a heavy NSF presence in the streets, and we're taking some fire. Maybe I'll do... If you need any extra equipment, here's the key to my place at the Tun Hotel. Check the secret closet. Just like the movies. Second floor, right? Yeah, and take a charger for the riot prod. We don't... Whatever you say. And JC, we'll be waiting.
We're getting reports of a hostage situation in the Ton Hotel, which is at the southeast corner of the block. When you stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr. Renton and his daughter Sandra? We think at least one of...
Do something, man. They're gonna kill him. Nothing. I checked his pockets. You don't live underground and not have one of Charlie's cards. Make him take off his shoe.
I just sleep down there. They don't give you money unless you're on the council.
Take off your shoe. Charlie has no reason to be stingy if he has a currency.
They just hacked a few accounts. They have some extra cash, that's it.
I'm not asking again.
It's just a bunch of us. We go down there to get out of the cold.
All right, we'll do it the hard way.
Did you see that?
Yes,
That was uncalled for. You mug people great, you need the dough, but you show some respect.
What were they after?
Especially when it's your ally. They came to us,
So those guys were NSF?
Yeah, the NSF gives guns to anybody who wants to fight. A lot of people...
So the terrorists are based in the subways?
They need to move some kind of secret equipment.
Tell me how to find this base, and I bet I can get the NSF.
Underworld. Just remember that word when you see Curly.
Denton. Hey, it's Denton.
You want these?
What?
Give him the grenades.
Look, I know he's your brother, but...
Your brother gave us these things. Look at this. Irritation to all exposed mucous membranes. What's that gonna do?
Just tell Paul to give us bullets next time.
Here's one. Prolonged exposure can damage the bronchial pathways. Prolonged exposure? It's like giving them cigarettes or something.
Look, do you want these things?
Sure. Hand them over.
Here you go, with my compliments. Good luck. What's your business here, Agent?
Just going up to my brother's room.
You better hold off. The NSF retreated in there about half an hour ago, and they've taken hostages. We're waiting on us.
I'm your specialist. Just tell me where the hostages are being held.
No one's standing in your way, but you'll have to go in alone. Our orders are to hold the perimeter. We think the terrorists are on the second...
Carry on, Corporal.
Agent?
Hot as hell in these masks.
They found us. God damn.
Thanks.
Thanks for taking care of those guys. You from the
UNATCO.
Yeah? Well, you might be interested. I heard them talking. They said something about how they had just put in a generator in a warehouse a few streets.
Catch the name of the street?
No, but they were talking about their security setup.
Anything interesting?
It sounded like there was underground access. They're using the word righteous as some kind of password.
That's very helpful. Thanks.
Thought I was a goner.
You all right, Mr. Renton?
Fine, I think that's all of them. You got the guys upstairs, right?
Yeah. How's your daughter? Is she somewhere safe?
I don't know. She's been gone all week. I try not to think about it.
Tonight's a bad night to be on the streets.
Hey, if you see Sandra, tell her I don't care. I don't care what she's...
Sure.
Trying to catch my breath.
You just about saved my life. I'm gonna wait here till things settle down.
We'll take it from here.
Joe Green, Midnight Sun, glad to know you. What can you tell me about what's going on out there?
Sorry, regulations prevent me from talking to the press.
Regulations, huh? So you are part of the crack.
Like I said, I have nothing to say.
Too stylish for the National Guard? Too athletic for NYPD? You must be from UNATCO.
I really can't be bothered right now.
Hey, you with the troops? I need help.
What's the problem?
Actually, it's my friend. Johnny took her into the alley west of here, across the street.
Slow down. Who's Johnny?
I got a bad feeling about this. He was mad. He gets crazy.
Don't worry. I'll check it out. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Hey, you look like the vigilante type. What if I said I knew where you could load up on military hardware?
Where's that?
That's valuable information. You'll have to come up with some kind of payment. How about liquor?
You can have this beer.
That one's warm. Get me something from the bartender.
What can I get you?
You work here, you must know the area. Heard of anyone hiding a large generator?
Not exactly, but if it's anywhere, it's probably in the warehouse district.
Where's that?
A few blocks south. Not a bad walk, but the riot police have blocked the roads because of the NSF.
I'd like to check it out.
Well, you may be out of luck. Even though one of the old warehouses faces onto the park, I don't know how you'd get inside.
Sounds like a good place to start.
Something to drink? Everything in the bar, snacks too, just 10 credits.
Sure.
The tap's out. Only bottles.
A beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
That'll do. His name's Smuggler. Real paranoid nut. Wires himself in with booby traps, but he knows things. There's stuff in the sewers that only Smuggler knows about.
Thanks. Maybe I'll pay him if it...
Now I'll tell you something you can't hear from anybody but me.
What's that?
Area 51. You heard of it, right?
Actually, I'd rather hear whether you know anything about a warehouse with an...
I worked out there. Most people think they got aliens from another planet, but I didn't see any flying saucers. You want to hear about it? I'll tell you. For the price of a beer.
Shoot.
A beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
I appreciate it. Yep, I know for a fact it's not just for government research. I've seen all kinds of executives coming and going.
I'm sure plenty of bureaucrats fly out there.
Billionaires. Big executives. I think the whole place has been taken over by a private corporation.
Not likely.
Something's going on underground. I'm a pilot, which means I didn't get any access to the main complex. But a lot of rock comes out of there. It's some kind of mine. But what I don't understand is why they're always laying more fiber optic
A pilot?
Copters. You know what I think? I think that's where the UN moved Echelon 4 back.
Surveillance is a very distributed technology. To centralize it in one large facility would be very unusual.
I bet they did it. They want to centralize everything. Every computer on the planet.
What I'm telling you, girl?
You said I didn't have to. Make Janie do it.
I already took the money. And when it's JoJo and it's something he wants, you gotta do it. You and me both, baby.
We were just gonna hang out today.
I told you how it don't play with me, this amateur unprofessional bullshit.
Johnny.
If it's business, it's business. If it's us two hanging out, then we hang out. Right, what you want?
Leave her alone or I'll have your ass picked up for pandering.
You ain't no police. I own the police. Son of a...
Thanks.
Sucks to get backed into a corner.
I was trying to find the back way into smoke.
Right. The weapons deal.
Hey, you shouldn't have took down Johnny. Soon as
Your father asked me to look for you. He'd like...
My dad shouldn't have hired a hitman. Stupid way to...
Who's this JoJo?
You can't touch JoJo. He doesn't go out and there's only 2...
Warehouse.
You think he can sneak into Osgood's at the park, but in the first...
Looks like the fighting in the park is done.
And if you go underground, he's got laser tripwires, drone guns, military-type stuff.
Tell you what, I'll handle JoJo. You get home soon.
I can take care of myself.
You could at least let your father know you're alright.
He knows where I am.
You mad at him or something?
No, but I don't want him running my life like he runs that cheap hotel.
He doesn't do such a bad job.
He never got nowhere because he never took chances. That ain't me. I'm gonna do things my way.
I think you should be more grateful for what he's done. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Earlier you said something about the smuggler.
Tough guy like you? Figured you'd be a big customer. He's got a basement place over near the subway entrance. You have to give him the password Bloodshot or he won't let you in.
I think your friend is gonna be alright.
What about Johnny?
He's on his back in the alley.
Serves him right. About time.
What can you tell me about his boss, JoJo?
Oh, JoJo, he's nothing, man. We used to go out. His body mods? Cosmetic. Scars? So
Maybe I'll cap his ass too.
well, if you ever want to get into the warehouse where he hides out, I know the code. It's 331...
Thanks. You've been very helpful.
Yes.
Bloodshot.
Our files show that the smuggler is whacked out paranoid. Watch for booby traps. And the latest news? Your brother's team hit some resistance. So they're gonna be
What do you want?
Why the booby traps?
Just precaution.
Against what?
Government's been having some kind of crackdown all year. People I know...
Is that so?
Think it's a big joke? Lift up a grate in the street. They got my friend Ford...
A lab. In the sewers?
These guys are pros. Definitely
Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look. But I think you should...
If you're serious about going down there and finding Ford, I'll give you a deal on some hardware. Also, you'll need this.
Tell me about the hardware.
I have a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 2,200 credits. A bio...
Too expensive. Maybe I'll try...
imagine this is where they're holding.
Someone's there. I can hear you. Sergeant, is that you?
You must be Ford Chick.
Who are you?
Smuggler sent me. Who's holding you here? I don't recognize the uniforms of the soldiers.
I don't know. They're private security for a biotech company or something. They had me doing antibody work.
Corporate security isn't usually outfitted to fight a ground war.
They're doing experiments on people. They don't want anybody finding out.
Make a break for it. I'll protect you.
Here I go.
Yes. Bloodshot. I got your friend.
Ford. Is he...
Fine. You were right about those troops.
They're the CIA. They capture people and use them for
I wouldn't go that far.
Since you help Ford, I'll cut you a deal. I'll give you a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 700 credits. A bioelectric cell for 250?
Not interested.
Well, you know where to find me. Thanks.
No problem.
All clear.
The riot cops are running.
Reminds me of Washington. I was there when the NSF overran Squalnomi, back when they were called the Northwest Secession.
Were you at Squalnomi?
Yeah, it was night. They came in with thermoptic camo and we never picked them up on any of the sensors.
I didn't know.
Had a hard time sleeping after that. Didn't do real good on the psych evals either. Got drummed out and
The Army probably didn't want to have any reminders hanging around.
Yeah, and now look what they got. NSF in downtown Manhattan. Same guys that nearly whooped us in the Northwest. Bet the brass remembers Squalnomi.
Welcome to Tenderloin Clinic.
You look like the do-it-yourself type. How about the automated care plan? Only 2,000 credits.
Never mind.
As you wish.
One of the doctors can help you.
I want satisfaction.
We've done all that we can. It's time for you to go.
This is supposed to be a free clinic. Bet you'd do something if I had more money.
You've got the plague, sir.
You know, rich people don't get grey death.
Don't make me call security.
Like Mr. Billionaire Bob Page. He don't have it. The president don't have it. I never seen a movie star who's got it. You don't.
I'm with a patient right now.
Wait your turn.
You should be more appreciative. By helping you, this gentleman risks his own health.
But he won't give me any medicine.
Trust me. When there's a cure, the city will underwrite the cost.
I don't believe you.
And I won't hesitate to prescribe the treatment for you.
You better not.
Thank you. The ones with the plague can be so stubborn sometimes.
Don't mention it.
Let me express my gratitude. You can have the automated care plan for $1,200. That's at a 40% discount. Or a med kit for $180.
I want the full program.
The code to the surgery bay is 2153. The medical bots will handle your case from now on.
Vectors.
You must pay the doctors
Got
in
a
cash
keeper.
before
You have
treatment
to
can begin.
Cops ran us off the streets. Usually I go into the water tunnels in the warehouse.
You live in a tunnel?
Actually, I like to stay on the roof of this big apartment building. Nice view, if it's not too cold.
Where's that window you were talking?
It's a basement window in the park south.
Plague tests are free.
Christ. You see the guy begging for a cure?
All clear.
NSF troops on the...
Who's there? Stay cool.
outside at the NSF headquarters. Now it's up to Paul. Go to the roof. A chopper is arriving at the door. He will lock down the warehouse while you take the chopper back to HQ.
Take him out.
The Lee has assigned me the peacekeeping occupation of this district.
I took care of the generator. How's the raid go?
They should have sent Agent Navarre. Your brother is timid.
Did something go wrong?
You do not need to hear anything from me. Take the helicopter back to base. I am sure Manderley has planned a debrief.
Boarding call, Natco HQ.
Hey, you're the guy I talked to at the Underworld bar, right? The one asking for beer.
You don't want to fly one of these birds all wound up. They have a temperament, especially in a crossman.
Let's go.
Welcome back. Your mission was a success. Just about the only bright side of the operation, unfortunately. Report to Manderley for...
Mr. Deck.
Yeah?
The prisoners on level 3 are a sensitive matter. Leave the interrogations to Mr. Simons. You are authorized to receive your orders from Joseph Manderley, after which you will return to the helipad.
Simons. You guys from DC? What agency?
Please proceed to Manderley's office. We will expect to see you shortly.
They've got some kind of specialist from Washington down. Don't worry about what the guys are saying about Hell's Kitchen. Manderley said he's busy, but to wait outside.
I was here first.
Mr. Manderley is in a meeting.
I was told to report.
A debriefing. Do not worry. I will state in my report that I was satisfied.
Just fire the arrogant son of a bitch.
I wasn't exaggerating. He's our best agent.
We don't need him. We've got his brother, and more are on the way.
He knows nothing.
I think he does. You should never have sent him to Hong Kong.
Let's be sensible. We have to look at the whole record.
Look, I understand. He was your pet project, but it's out of my hands. Now that the shipment's been lost.
I know. I will comply with the order.
That's all I ask. Carry on. I'm going downstairs to interrogate the prisoners.
I cannot wait forever.
He will see you when he's ready. Mr. Manderley can see you now.
Carry on, Agent.
I am next.
Hello, JC. Come in. Clerical task first. Your op bonus is split between the Castle Clinton and warehouse objectives, 500 each. You get the full...
Thank you, sir. Who is that?
Politics, bureaucracy, mismanagement.
I would have taken out that JoJo punk, but he wasn't even in the warehouse.
Never mind that. He slipped out.
What about the shipment?
I'm just going to say it straight, JC. Your brother screwed up. We got no...
What went wrong?
We don't know. He hasn't reported back. The rest of the strike force says he lost his nerve.
I think he was trying to avoid casualties. In Hell's Kitchen, instead of clips for the troops, he was issuing tear gas.
Whatever the case, now it's your turn. We've got one more chance to retake that shipment.
Has it been located?
Get any equipment you need from Carter, then take the chopper back to the city. We know...
Where should I start?
If I were the NSF, I'd be moving it through the
I'll check out the subways.
I have been waiting for 20 minutes.
Sorry, Anna. What is...
A new assignment. I think Agent Denton should handle...
Is there a problem? You lost your appetite?
His enthusiasm in Battery Park was exceptional. The courtyard of Castle Clinton was a graveyard.
It's kind of an exercise, you mean?
I think he will make a good assassin. We should give him the
Our pilot Jock is waiting for you at the helipad.
I am anxious to see one of the experimental...
You aren't alone, Anna.
Piece of gossip? Anna Navarra likes your style. Agent?
Looks pretty bad down here.
Keeps getting worse, too. It must be raining bullets.
The NSF aren't kidding around.
Fine. I lost one of the privates because a refrigeration unit went down.
You've got a lot on your hands. Don't beat yourself up over...
You have your orders for Mr. Manderley.
Agent Denton, marvelous. In addition to an accuracy weapon modification, I've got some 7.62mm rounds and a couple of multi-tool.
Mr. Carter, I can't tell you how great it is to be a part of UNATCO. You should have seen the fighting in Castle...
Yeah?
I cleaned the place out.
Went in shooting, huh? I guess that's what this agency is known for.
I never thought I'd see this much action in one mission.
In my day, international peacekeepers were citizens first and soldiers second. You can forget about that extra ammo. I'm only going to give you the multi-tools. I think you should concentrate more on mission objectives and less on the enemy bot. You've got your equipment. Now move out.
Get moving.
I don't think you're supposed to be down here, Agent.
I have one question.
They already asked. I don't know.
One must admire a man who can keep a secret because he has value. What you know more than others makes money. and gives you a measure of power.
You Walton Simons? You think I could be bribed?
Margaret Forsyth under NSF protection in Queens. Your son Richard attending Bronx Science. You see, I have a few relevant facts myself. Care to make a trade?
You wouldn't dare.
I'll give you 2 seconds to decide. Get out of here, Denton. This is none of your business. Time's up. Where is the NSF taking the Umbro?
They asked me already. I don't know.
Need I remind you that in the case of a national emergency, FEMA has a list of 6 million Americans who will be transported to detention centers? Your tabloids.
Yeah, including the President, Congress, and the Supreme.
I find it very easy to add names to that.
Go to hell.
I won't say anything, but I think you should go.
Why are you still here?
Don't listen to what they're saying about the shootout in the park in Hell's Kitchen. You had other priorities.
Hope this one turns out a little better. Your chopper's ready, Agent.
I better make my rounds.
Get on the helicopter, Mr. Dick.
Let's go.